Hello, my name is Avi Kantha, and this is my Lab 1 charge tapes for Physics 2212. For our introduction, we have this lab shows aim to show the interaction between the charge tapes and to finally count the electrons lost in tape during the experiment. The object that will be observed is a charge tape known as tape B, and glow script will be used to make the model of the interaction between these two tapes. And the system is a U tape and surrounds everything else for our initial experiment. Some important laws would be the Newton's second law, which shows that F net is equal to mv over t, or F net is equal to ma. We also need to know Coulomb's law, and we also need to know the gravitational force equation. So this is some pretty good results. It shows our glow script model and our glow script code that we did. So this is some of our videos for this tape experiment. So this is the first one. This is where we took out the U tape, we stuck it on the and then it attracted to our hands. And then this is our second experiment where we saw there is like a repulsion with our tapes. So in this second experiment, the system would be tape B, the surroundings would be everything else, and the distance between the tape is 0.03 meters. So the initial experiment results with other objects. So the initial experiment is the one where we took out the U-tape, so we stuck our hand. It was neutral. We also did another U-tape and we put it there, and we noticed they repelled each other. That means they had the same charges. And then we had a pen which we stated to have a negative charge, and it attracted to the U-tape. Therefore, the U-tape is a positive charge. In the second experiment, this is some of the stuff that we were given. So the tape mass was 2 times negative 10 to the 4 meters. That's tape length, width, and then we found the area by multiplying the length and width. The atom area was given to us, and then we found the number of atoms in the tape by dividing the tape area with the atom area. And this is going to be useful for our future code and our calculations. The estimated excess charge, so how we did this is that we first found the gravitational force. So this one is obvious. We just do mass times gravity of the tape, which would be that. And then because we noticed, this is for our second experiment, by the way. So, and we noticed that there is no movement when you keep the in the very bottom of the tape before it moves. The tape moves, and therefore at that point the electric force will be equal to the gravitational force, meaning it's also the same. And then to find the electric charge is that we use the electric force formula. We plug in our values, and then we find our electric charge in coulombs. And then from there, we can find our electrons lost by doing our charge tape divided by the charge of electron, which is given to us. And then from there, we can find the ratio of the number of atoms with the electrons lost, and that's the number given to us. And all these numbers will be compared to our glow script code. So now this is our glow script code. So of course, we have our constants. We have some of our variables. Our tape objects just for our visualizations, calculations, and this is where we create our gravity, our things, our charges, our ratios, basically all the stuff that we did back here. And then after we created everything in our glow script code, I submitted it and I got my results. So over here we can find the force of gravity, the charge of the piece of tape, the number of electrons lost in one piece of tape, and the amount of atoms on every electron lost on the piece of tape. So basically, these results look extremely similar to what I got in my calculations. Therefore, there's not much room for error there. But if there is room for error, it's because we have some assumptions. So some assumptions include that we didn't have friction and air resistance, and the tape is a point charge, and the charge is evenly distributed. So obviously, in the real scenario, these will have an effect, causing possible errors when it comes to the real amount, or when it comes to the real amount for electrons lost. So now some what if and why questions. So what if the electron had positive charge and the proton had negative charge? I believe that this wouldn't change anything in the thing. Maybe instead of seeing how many electrons were lost, we'll see how many electrons were gained, and vice versa. Just that type of stuff. But the actual numbers will not change much. And why is it important to handle the charge tapes as little as possible? So the reason for that is because the charge tapes are very susceptible to having quick movement of electrons and protons. So therefore, if we did put our hand to it, it would lose its charge that we want for it, because it will neutralize with our hands, basically creating issues with our experiments and skewing our results in a bad direction. Thank you.